this time, if you have any cell phones or other devices, we ask that you turn them off. First item of business will be the election of officers. I need a motion to keep the officers that are currently elected.
I'll make a motion to keep the officers that are currently in place.
Got a motion, need a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next item of business is the review of minutes from December 12th, 2023. Need a motion to accept the minutes as typed.
So moved.
Got a motion, need a second.
Second.
All in favor, let it be known, saying aye.
Aye.
Next item of business is application 2024-01-V. Application is by Gandar Kapar, requesting a variance to reduce the zoning buffer and side setback along the western property line from 40 feet to 20 feet. Property is located at land lot 657, District 3, Section 3. Site address is 6821 Cartersville Highway at the north corner of Braswell Mountain Road and Cartersville Highway. At this time, we'll allow the spokesperson to come forward and present the case. Please state your name and write your name on our roster, please, sir.
Yeah, my name is Jerry Johnson with Perspective Engineering. Okay, so we've been involved with this owner of this property for probably about a year or so now. We brought it through for rezoning. The existing site has a convenience store on it and was previously zoned B1. The owner was looking to demolish the existing store, build a larger store, push it back away from the road. I don't know if you're familiar with this site. It's up at Braswell Mountain Road and Cartersville Highway. It's been there for a while. It's looking a little tired, and he's looking to make some improvements. So in order to build a larger store, we had to rezone it last year to B2. He's proposing 5,100 square foot convenience store and 3 pump islands, possibly 4, one off to the side for diesel, for off-road diesel. During our site planning, we determined that additional parking would be required to meet the current zoning requirements. So we've petitioned and applied for a reduction in the rear buffer along the rear property line from 40 feet to 20 feet. The property owner that owns the gas station owns the property directly adjacent to it where the buffer backs up for about half of the property. The other half, there's an existing structure there with a kind of a shared gravel parking area, so to speak, with the convenience store. So it's not, that section's not currently buffered anyway. It's wide open and is currently being utilized for interparcel access and access between the two structures and Braswell Mountain Road. So we're maintaining the buffer along the north property line where there's still currently zoned residential property. We're pushing everything back 20 feet to put 1 row of parking in front of the building to meet the zoning requirements and to allow enough space to navigate around the pump islands.
Are you going to change the entrance or exits?
Yes, from the current condition, yeah, they'll be changed significantly. They'll be moved back. The ones along Braswell Mountain Road is going to be moved back towards the west to the location we've got shown. I think it's going to probably move that access point back approximately 80 feet away from Cartersville Highway. We've been working with Paulding DOT already. As a matter of fact, one of the conditions of rezoning was that we get a traffic study completed to see how the expansion of the site or the creation of a larger building might generate more traffic and if that might impact the intersection. And so those results have been reported to the county DOT office. They are, of course, in agreement with what our consultant had recommended. And, of course, we are going to be working with Georgia DOT on the access off of Highway 61. But, again, that access is going to be about in the same place, but it is going to move north a few feet, I'd say maybe 10 feet away from the intersection with Braswell Mountain Road. There'll be some advantage to that, but not much. The main thing is you're going to get some of that parking off the right-of-way, going to get the gas canopy off the right-of-way, and get the building pushed back away from the road as well. So in the end, the new gas canopy will be further away from the right-of-way than the existing building is. And, of course, the new building will be well beyond that.
Is this a proposed right turn lane that'll be in front of the store?
That's correct. We are proposing a new decel lane that will meet the geometric design requirements that Georgia DOT has. It's going to extend for a few hundred feet north along Highway 61. Of course, all of the details of that have not been finalized because Georgia DOT hasn't approved the plan yet. But it's going to be at least what we've got shown here. They're going to have, of course, a lot of input on what the final details look like on that.
All right. Any other questions? Any other statements? So the entire property is going to be backed up to within 20 feet of the buffer on the back side. Nothing, according to this drawing, all the lane and turn lanes will all be handled through the Georgia DOT, correct?
The turn lanes along Highway 61 will coordinate with Paulding DOT for all of the access along Braswell Mountain Road. So we'll work with both of them and get the safest option available to us with the site conditions that we have, which will definitely be better than what's there.
Right.
Right now you're pulling right off the right of way there and not even getting off the right of way. You're in some of the vehicles that are currently parking there to fuel up or parked within the right of way. So get everything back, hopefully get it out of the clear zones for the traffic that's passing through.
Yeah, that was my main question, that was a turn lane and it wasn't going to be utilized for parking to impede the traffic flow.
No, our plan would be to keep that lane open beyond our driveway. Of course, if Georgia DOT, their traffic operations determines that there's a better scenario, it may change some, but our plan would be to keep it open beyond our drive. We'll put the decel in and then still have that little turn lane to turn right onto Braswell Mountain Road.
All right.
If we can. Of course, Georgia DOT is going to have to approve the final drawings.
Chris, a question to you. What we're doing here today won't have any effect on the future of this turn lane or any of that stuff, correct?
That's correct. And just one thing to note also, as Jerry alluded to, the reason they went and rezoned the property to B2 was because there was a limitation on the size of the store in the B1 district of 3,000 square feet, and they wanted to do the 5,100 square foot store. When it came through zoning, that was all approved, but it also limited all the B2 uses. And so they would not be able to do any other B2 uses but the store.
That's right.
No, Chris, there's been no opposition or anything to this. Okay.
At this time, I need a motion.
Motion to approve.
I'm not sure if there's someone here in opposition.
No.
Okay, we did. We got a motion to approve.
Need a second.
I'll second.
All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign.
Meeting adjourned. Make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.